It is June 10th at 16:15 hours. I am departing beautiful Cleveland, Ohio for the next adventure. It was great that Terry and Chris upon Joy could sail out with me as I depart for this year's trip. He got a little distracted. I was taking off from him, but now he got off the phone and is keeping pace with me. We are not sailing on the course. I am heading west once again. And it's a very light wind day, about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Heading downwind would not be very much fun right now. I would probably motor sail. But just for giggles, I want to sail out to the crib with these two and then bear off west, probably motor sail for a while. We'll see how that goes. And it's going to be an exciting year, so I'm very excited about this. Good morning, it's Captain Lawrence. It is June 11th at some time in the morning. I don't know, about 8 o'clock, 0800. It's my first day of my adventure for this year. I'm heading west from Cleveland, and it's already been an adventure. As some of you know, I've had engine problems, stalling, and thought we had solved it this year when my buddy Terry rebuilt my carburetor, if you will, and he broke something in the process, the oil pressure regulator that shuts down the engine. And once he got it back together and fixed that part, replaced that part, she was running great. Really thought we had solved the stalling problem. So I departed last night just to get a head start on this year's adventure. And got to Avon Point, and she stalled. I'm like, mofo, but no big deal. I'm used to it. Did my normal thing, and she started and then stalled within a minute or two. Started, installed. So I gave up. What's the point? So I anchored for the night. Called them. We problem solved. And I'm pretty sure the fuel pump finally died, even though everyone says they don't die. I really think it's dead. So then Terry did an amazing thing. He took his fuel pump off, which he had replaced, and his brother Chris will be bringing it to me today. So I'm heading to Lorraine Marina, Spitzer Marina, to replace that and do some other things and hopefully continue on. Boating. Who needs it? I woke up this morning pretty dejected. I'm like, why am I doing this? And right now I'm under Jenny, doing about 4.5. And it's a beautiful morning. And then I remember why I do this stupid stuff. So, life. I am getting towed into Oasis Marina in Lorraine, Ohio, after breaking down last night. I was about 3 to 4 miles out. I have the wrong Towboat US coverage, so in order to save some funds, I sailed as close as I could to get in here. And a good friend Wes is part of the Towboat US team, and he's towing me in and making fun of me and documenting this, and it's freaking hysterical. So yeah, getting towed it's an experience. If you haven't done it before, I highly recommend it. To recap, Terry took off his fuel pump last night, being an awesome friend, and then Chris, his brother, Brought it up to me this morning. I changed it out. Been motoring from Lorraine ever since. I hate to say it, knocking on wood, that might be the problem. It could be solved. Oh, that would be great. So anyway, I'm kind of discombobulated, so I need to combobulate, and there's no wind right now anyway, and we got bad weather coming. So I'm going to sail north of Kelly's and anchor up in the Kelly's anchorage for the night and combobulate myself. Oh, what a trying, well, one day. So, but you know, screw the barriers. You just overcome them and keep going. That's what cruising is all about. Good morning. I don't even know what day it is here. It's Sunday, June 12th at 0725. I'm having a lazy morning because I'm trying to go to Colchester today, which is, you know, a day sail. Watching the weather, having some today, as you can see, and reflecting on what amazing friends that I have. I found banana bread on my boat one morning, given from Sharon. Most of that stuff is from Kate. The oranges are from Chris. They just deliver things to me to help me with my voyages. They're crazy people. Some years ago, I was broke down in Port Colborne, and my friend Jim drove Terry up to help me get the boat back in case it wasn't ready. That's a 4-hour drive one way. He drove Terry up and then left. Remarkable. This time, my engine broke down. Terry took a part off his engine and delivered it via Chris, who took his valuable time to bring it to me and help me exchange the parts. I don't know what I have done to deserve friends like this, but I will try to keep doing it. So the adventure continues. Departed Kelly's about 8:20 this morning. 15 plus mile per hour winds, and went under full main, and I was overpowered. Since it is a new main, I had never reefed it before, so I spilled some wind for a while, got someplace in a lee of an island, and worked on reefing it, and that did not go well. The line, the hooks, the rings that go to the hook were too short. Fortunately, my buddy Jim had left me 2 Dyneema shackles on the end of my boom to serve as a backup in case that block failed. So I took those off and used those to extend the length of the reef points, if you will. Okay, it's Sunday at 16:03, and I am coming to, I think it's called Humbug Marina, and I am terrified. Shallows all around me. It's a very tight, narrow channel for sailboats. Right now, according to the charts, I'm in 7 feet of water. I draw 4 or 5. I have 18,000 pounds of stuff on this boat, so I'm probably drawing 5. A little nervous. Again, I believe the water level is high, so it should be okay. Gotta trust my instruments at this point. And apparently I gotta trust my engine. So the adventure is not as harrowing as it looks like on a chart. It's pretty wide. There's lots of room. I can see the marina dead ahead, and I see some sticks in there, and to starboard is another marina with a lot of sticks. Well, enough sticks to make me feel comfortable. So yeah, this is turning out not to be a big deal. There's a sharp turn I got to make once I get to the marina, but no big deal. And there's a party going on over there. What the hell? So I lied. This is absolutely horrifying. And I'm feeling the current now, so I'm adjusting for that. My depth sounder read 2 feet at one point. So I curved away, but apparently I'm okay. Once I get past these markers, I'll be fine and out of this damn current, which is tricky. I'm going sideways. Good times. And I'm in Gibraltar. Sweet. I want to stop going sideways. Hi. I don't know.
Am I taking this blue? This one?
No, thank you. So I gassed up. That worked out well, however unnerving it was. And it's around, I don't know, 6:30. I'm sorry, 18:30. And I'm in no man's land. There was no transient slips at that marina. Colchester is silted in. Could try a yacht club if they would have me, but I doubt it. So I'm experimenting tonight. I'm anchored up outside the Detroit River. Makes me a little nervous. It's weedy at this side of the lake. I backed up on it pretty hard. It was held. But if you can also see, that's not normally how things go. I have a wind from the south. I'm pointing north, and my anchor line is pointing east. So we have current effect. That's also slightly a concern. I'm worried that it'll get twisted around down below. So far the weather's been crap. I mean, the weather predictions have been crap. But it's supposed to clock to the east. And I really have no idea how that's going to affect my boat. I'm hoping it blows my stern to the west. It's also supposed to stay light. So I really don't have much choice. I'm out here. I could put a second anchor down, but that seems like a bad plan. So I'm just going to go with it. I set an anchor alarm for 300 feet. It's supposed to be set when you drop the anchor from the point where you drop the anchor. So I put out about 125 feet of line, and figuring if I do 350 feet, even if I swung the other direction, it should not signal me. But on the other hand, if I start going towards shore over here, then I have plenty of time. That's several miles away, so that'll work. You can't tell from the lake. It's blowing about 15 from the north, and I'm in a current, and I cannot ascertain if I'm drifting or not. So if I can't ascertain if I'm drifting or not, I'm probably not. So I can chill out for the night, relax, get a good night's sleep, and motor up the river tomorrow. Good morning. It's Monday. I'm already forgetting the days. Someday in June. My anchorage was very good last night. I was in solid mud. If you see the anchor up there, it's all covered. So am I. Took a lot of strength to get that out of there. I'm not in sailing shape, but I am developing muscles very quickly. It's a little chilly this morning, about 65 degrees. Nice little sunrise over there. Engine's doing great so far. Feeling very strong, very confident in it. Going 3.93 right now as I begin my journey up the Detroit River. Should take about 10 hours or so, if I recall correctly. And it's a great day to be alive. Aren't they all? All right, it's Monday. I don't know what time, who cares? And through the life buoy you can see the GM building. And I just made it past Detroit without stalling. Things don't feel right. Not sure what to do. Kind of freaking me out. Now, it's going to be a long trip. I got plenty of time to stall. Good morning. I believe it's Tuesday, 6/14 at 05:48 hours. I'm trying to get motivated to move today. If you see on that screen, that's my buddy Jim. He's at P.O.V. He's right behind me. He's coming up this way to do the Lake Huron Solo Challenge. So I was just checking in on him. And watching Leo rebuild Tally-Ho on that screen. And over here, taking advantage of the internet to catch up on my father's banking. Hey, let's take a look outside and see what's happening. A lot of people ask me, what's the hardest part about doing this trip, or trips like these? I can tell you, without a doubt, that it's right now. Boat's a mess. I can live with that. But I'm on day 4, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Day 5, and I was not in sailing shape. I'm pretty beat up. As you know, leaving dock takes work. You got to put all the cords away. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And right now, I just want to sit and do nothing. So the hardest part is leaving. Once you're out there, you're fine. It's just getting off dock. But day looks good for me to get up St. Clair River into the next location. Then I'll have to do this one more time before I can be on Lake Huron and just kind of sail for a few days, which will be glorious. So yeah, that's the hardest part about doing these trips. Leaving. All right, I just departed Jefferson Beach Marina at 0645 for my trek up the St. Mary's River. Going to be hopefully not hot today, because yesterday was most pleasant going up the river when it was a comfortable temperature. All right, Captain Lawrence here. Just pointing out a goodie bag that I got from my friend Kate. Let's check out what's in it. Ooh, Bloody Mary mix. Take it for the Bloody Marys. And pickles for the Bloody Mary. Oh my God. There's a ton of them in here. I guess I'm going to be having a lot of Bloody Marys on this trip, and I'd say it's time for one right now. American Century. Yeah, I know I filmed this several times, but I'm sorry. This never gets old. What amazes me is they pass each other on this river. Granted, he's not over to his starboard as much as he could be, but it still fascinates me. What a life that's got to be, huh? So, as I motor up the St. Clair River, exhausted, beat up, etc., I'm thinking about my coworkers. I am not a good coworker. In fact, I suck. I go to work early, go to the office, get in there, get out, leave early, and work my butt off in between. In other words, I don't socialize. I am 50 blah 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 years old, and they're all in their 20s or 30s, and we don't have a lot in common, and we never cross paths. Nonetheless, I cannot do these voyages without them. They have given me 7 weeks off this year. Which is just crazy. Normally they give me 4, which is also crazy. They've given me 7. And if my coworkers did not pitch in and help, I would not be allowed to do this. And they don't even know me. They're just good-hearted freaking people who helped this whole guy out. So, guys, gals, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. Thank you. Sorry about getting emotional there. I have recovered. I'm looking at things in the distance that I think I recognize from past journeys. So I am still a long ways away, but it's nice to be able to see signs that I'm getting closer. It's hot. My flags that I have hoisted are not moving. The wind's from astern, so it's turned out to be one of those unenjoyable days on the river where you're just sweating like a pig and you don't want to do this, you just want to be in somewhere. Why do I do this to myself? Because there's a pot at the end of the rainbow, right? Something amazing is going to happen on this trip, and I'm going to see it that no one else in the world will see. That's why I do this.